I'm back. I gotta get some water first. And then tie my shoe. So hang tight. We'll back on the court in a minute. But first, gotta get some water. Forgot. Went all the way down to the court and I forgot my water. So, get me some water. Hang tight. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Dying thirst, is it? That's good. Yeah. I got him some food. Fellow beat writers, Marcus Thompson and Anthony Slater of The Athletic, they just finished the podcast. And if you subscribe to them, you are going to hear them from exactly the following spot. Oh, here's the exercise bike that Kaminga was on before he went in the last time. So anyways, Marcus and Anthony were sitting right there, and we are gonna go right here. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about you. No, I should say, I don't know about the Warriors, but I was pretty exhausted after that 5-hour flight. Except I had a 2-hour flight to Denver, then 2 more hours layover, at Denver, and then Charlotte, 3 hours. I wasn't used to it because it's my first East Coast trip in a while. Same thing with the Warriors. That's my theory. And then, lo and behold, Steve mentioned that in the post game. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of rope there. Not too worried about it. Let me find, man, I still have a lot of videos that didn't get posted. So hang on while I log into YouTube here. Hold on. So I can read your comments, because during the live chat, the YouTube app doesn't do a good job of letting me see the comments. So what I have to do is I have to go into Studio and page down, and then that's, I don't even see it on there. Wait a minute. Man, what's the link on this one? This is frustrating. There we go. Click into here. Hang on. Keep asking away, I'll catch up to your questions. Sorry about this. Oh yeah, the Nets game's gonna be tough. Okay, here we go. Horrible defensively tonight. Offensively tonight. Yes. It's okay. It's just one game. We'll figure it out. Figure out how to come in locked in on the first game of a road trip. Just had 8 straight at home. Got a little too comfortable. It's basketball. Seen this before. Couldn't hit shots, yeah. Whole starting role? Nah. Not until Klay comes back. And then when Klay comes back, I think Klay will start. That's pretty much what Andre Iguodala told us. So I think Klay deserves to start. He's a Hall of Famer. You got to give him that respect. And that's what you do. Are you going to be with the team for the whole trip? Actually, I will skip Detroit because getting from Cleveland to Detroit was very costly and logistically difficult because it's a back-to-back. You lonely there, man? Absolutely not. I don't get lonely. You gotta learn how to have fun with life, even if you're by yourself. I mean, first of all, I'm with you guys. Secondly, I just filmed a visitor from the Bay who just moved to Charlotte with her wife who just got ALS, and it's a very advanced ALS, and she's in a wheelchair, she's on a breather. She was there. Steph met with them. You'll probably see it somewhere. I got video of it. I'm gonna contact them, and I forgot their names already, but it's on video and it'll be on this YouTube channel pretty soon, in a few hours, by the morning time. Incidentally, I gotta catch an early flight to New York. They're practicing at 1 o'clock p.m. So it's a quick turnaround. Life goes on, just bam, bam, bam. So I don't really feel loneliness. So best job in the world. I don't get paid like it's the best job in the world. I have to scrap for my own on YouTube. But I wouldn't change it for anything because it's pretty cool sitting here and looking up at the beehive, hornet's hive up there. Really unique arena. I was sitting like right there. Really good seats, 108 right there, press row. The Wi-Fi was horrible, which is why you don't see as many videos on there tonight as usual, but I wanted to go live before I got too tired. It's 11 o'clock local time right now, still good to go. So I want to go live with you guys, and yeah. So I feel good. Any clips of Aisha? Oh, was she here? Dang. No, I didn't know she was here. David, it's funny. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the game too, but I did watch the end of it, and certain spots. Because when your Wi-Fi is out and you're trying to upload videos, it's a pain in the butt. So I had some problems with that all game. Could not intensely focus on the game, as did Rebecca on the live chat. Thank goodness she was here to do that. I'm gonna see her in New York pretty soon. She's gonna be at the Nets game as well, so I don't know what we're gonna do with the chat, and hopefully the Wi-Fi is good there, because if it's not, then I don't know what to do. But yeah, when I saw Kuminga, he looked great. He looked fantastic. Like everything that we wanted from that number 7 draft pick, everything that I talked about, last week and a half. He was in Santa Cruz, and we did a live stream on that, live commentary. Some people are mad about Looney being subbed in the fourth. Yeah, he missed a couple free throws. I think this early in the season, you have to bring in your veterans, and even by a game 82, it still might be a better decision to go with Looney rather than the rookie, JK. I mean, he makes those free throws. Maybe we're not sitting here all in angst about the loss. If Draymond wins the jump ball, maybe we're not here complaining about nitpicky things. And one thing that Draymond said in the post game, you can catch a little bit of it on Instagram. If you go to our Instagram, I went live from the room. He said that the ref was talking when he when he threw the ball up. So he was saying that the ref was like, okay, nobody moves, everybody gets set, and he threw the ball up before he was done talking, and that threw him off. But then Draymond said, I still got to win that jump. That's not anyone to blame but me. So I just went over what I thought of the Looney free throw misses. It's just one game. He'll make them when it counts. The team will play better. Yep, Warriors just stunk today. Steph didn't even play particularly well. Yeah, Nets are going to be really hard, but then again, going into the game, I'd be like, now if I'm the Nets, I'm more worried about the Warriors. I mean, they're not sitting there worried, don't get me wrong, but the Warriors just lost a tough one, and think about it. We were still in this game, and we played like crap. Andre and Dre forced the jump ball on Terry. Terry Rozier is a pretty solid player, and they still forced the jump ball right about there, right there. So when I saw Andre and Dre convert on Terry, I was like, whoa, this reminds me, honestly, it reminds me of when we still got the last shot in the Game 6 loss against Toronto at Oracle. Fateful Game 6 where Klay tore his ACL. But after that, even after Klay was gone, we still managed a turnover on Siakam with our regular crew, with Sean in there, Andre, Dre. I mean, this was shades of 2019, dynasty era defense on that last play, and I thought that was really cool. Now, if we were to have snuck out with the win, it's kind of like that wouldn't have been right with the basketball gods. It's kind of like we shouldn't steal a win like that because we played so bad basically throughout, and we still had a chance to win at the end, which is amazing. And I think it's a good step. And I think if there's a loss that's quote unquote good, this was one of those good losses. And now we're 11-2, so it's like humble pie. It's like basketball teaches you to eat that humble pie every single time. You don't expect it, and then bam, you're gonna eat that humble pie. It always reminds me of the time I brought like an all-star team down to LA from my Dream League, called them the Dream League All-Stars. We had these awesome uniforms and everything. We go down there, bam, lose 2 straight games, and we're done, I think. Let's just say that's what happened. We may have gone 1-2, but I think we went 0-2. Let's just say we went 0-2, and that was some humble pie. Like, that taught me a lot about chemistry, a lot about having a system, which is why I love how Steve Kerr implements his read and react system. Man, I wish we could have done that back in the day. Just emulate the read and react. That would have been awesome. Split cuts and high screens and DHOs. That would have been fun to have a practice to try and learn and teach some of those things to kind of incorporate in our team. Not that we would have been able to do it very well, but just playing the game itself, you learn a lot just playing the game itself. That's why I never criticize coaches for having this guy in, having that guy in, because I was that guy one time. And all these little decisions, like you could nitpick 1,000 things, 1,000 decisions, who got to play, this and that. And so, I already said it, I would still go with Looney until Looney screws up like 3 times. And I don't think he's going to screw up 3 times. You're annoyed with Dan Lee? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's annoyed with himself. Don't forget that. But that's his first game back in a long ass time, and so you got to start him somewhere. I mean, you got to have the confidence to bring him in. You can't like suddenly bring in Damian in like meaningless minutes or garbage time. You gotta basically send him a message that I still have confidence in you. And you could see it when he missed the three from literally right here. Because I was sitting up there, I saw him miss the three from right here, and he ran down and he was shaking his head. He ran down and he was shaking his head, and I said, "Oh man, don't get down on yourself. It's all good. This is your first game back in a while," and it's like, don't get down on yourself. Steph wouldn't, because Klay wouldn't. So you got to have that killer mentality, like you forgot your last miss. But it also shows you that Damian cares, and that's the most important thing. So I'm not worried at all by this loss, and it's kind of a good loss, quote unquote. I know everyone wants perfection, and you demand perfection, but then sometimes it's good to have that humble pie game, and it all works out. Like for me, it all works out. It's like, okay, Charlotte got their revenge game on us, even though we know we could have beat them. Next time we come here, we know we're going to beat this team. It's all part of the growth process. And Kuminga was awesome again, and just spot minutes, and so it's great. So I think the Nets should be worried more than we should be worried about the Nets. Kyrie's still out, right? So yeah, should be a good game though. Should be a really good game. I wonder how much KD goes for. Yeah, horrible throw on the jump ball. I bet it was. Man, if this happened in our tournament games, we would be like, yeah, we want our money back. This is a biased tournament and all that. You threw the ball when you were still talking to us, and you threw it to the other guy, and it just happens. It's just like, that's basketball. All these little variable things, all these things that can go wrong, but that's what makes the game great, right? At least we got a Steph buzzer beater out of it. That was really cool. I didn't get to see that except for the aftermath. And I tried to record the bench reaction and Steph going to the bench and everything. It was a tough night for me too as well because of the Wi-Fi issues. Yep, I like what TaylorMade is saying. Even in a loss, I like the confident look in everyone's eyes in the post-game interviews. They didn't look deflated at all. Still confident, yeah. It's kind of like that championship mentality, just we know what we gotta improve on, and we're gonna check off those boxes. We just know we're gonna check off those boxes. Let's see. One loss affects me more than 11 wins. At least you're honest. Wow, why did YouTube hide Bruno Almeida saying don't think we can beat the Nets? Weird. But I'm going to show that because it's not disrespectful at all. Oh, the Hornets beat the Nets? Wow, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, the Hornets have talent. They're just very young, and they're going to make mistakes. Like every time I looked up from my seat when I wasn't having Wi-Fi issues, it'd be like Gordon Hayward gives up a wide open dunk to Andrew Wiggins. I could not believe what matador defense that was. That happened right here. I'm sitting there going, okay, put my head down. We got this. Like, Hornets didn't come to play tonight. Like, their defense sucks, right? This was in the first half. Wiggins just waltzes in for like literally a middle school layup. Like, you don't see that at any level, especially the NBA. And for the Hornets to come back, and they're going to feel good about that, but also they should kind of feel bad about that because that was just, middle school level stuff. So that's why next time I looked up and I was like, man, we're still tie ball game or we're down by 3. It was like, oh, maybe the 5-hour flight is getting to us. Maybe because yesterday, I should tell you, yesterday we were over here. Since I'm here and make this more interactive live. Steph Curry comes over here, literally this seat right here, okay, sits down, talks to reporters, and first of all, the Charlotte guy kind of butts in to say, oh, I was there when Ronny Turiaf was on the team, and like his locker room was like invaded by you. He didn't say it like that. He said it was invaded by like a rookie, and it was Steph, right? And so he was trying to make a joke out of it, and so he asked Steph, who on the team messes up the locker room, what do you call it, the locker room tenure, the locker room, not vibe, but like just the order of things, and just kind of gets it a little off kilter a little bit. And he was like, Jordan Poole hoards his game-worn shoes. Like, he only wears game shoes one time, and then he leaves it at his locker. So we haven't been able to go into the locker room at Chase Center, so we don't know. But I can just imagine Jordan Poole having all these. And so Steph was talking about it right here, and then after that, like, hardly anybody had any questions. And I looked at my camera app, and it's like 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And I've probably sat in on what, 10,000 hours of Steph interviews. No, probably not that much. Probably 500 interviews, let's say. I have never seen a Steph interview go less than 3 minutes like it did yesterday. And that's when I was like, man, is everybody just tired from the road trip? Like, where were the beat writers asking all their questions, and they weren't there to write their articles and stuff? And for whatever reason, it just wasn't a high priority at the time, or maybe they just had a mental, a brain fart. So everything about Charlotte was a little off kilter. Okay. Ooh, GP2 versus Patty Mills, yeah. Man, I just hope I can figure out the configuration of the arena really quick. I accidentally left my router at Chase Center, so I hope I didn't lose that. I mean, it's $20 on Amazon, but that thing comes in handy sometimes. Like, you can plug it into the Ethernet, and then you have your own little personal Wi-Fi, which is almost like having an Ethernet cable to all your devices. And I lost it, so I hope they still have it when I get back. Any update on Wiseman? In our chat, D, are you there? D is like, oh, Wiseman's, I predict Wiseman will be back by Thanksgiving. I'm sitting there going like, where the hell did you get that information? And then Rebecca was like, oh, I think there was one report that said that. I was like, what report? Like, who the hell is saying all this stuff? Like, someone tell me who said Wiseman would be back by Thanksgiving, because it better be somebody I know that's an insider or that has credible sources, because so far what we've been told from Steve is that Wiseman and Klay have been playing 3-on-3, but nothing more than that. So what comes after 3-on-3 is 4-on-4 and then 5-on-5. Now, they're back in the Bay, and they have all these coaches are still there. Celebrini's there. They got some coaches there that's going to play in 5-on-5, and then they're probably going to get like Michael Thompson and Sean Tarver and all of Klay's buddies and Michael Thompson's buddies to play 5-on-5. And they could probably get people. I mean, the Warriors know tons of people that, tried out for Santa Cruz. The list goes on and on and on. So they're going to eventually get to 5-on-5. When Steve was asked point blank if they've done 5-on-5 yet, he says no, they haven't done 5-on-5. Then he was asked, when will they do 5-on-5? And Steve said, I don't know. That's all up to Rick Celebrini. But I do keep in touch with Rick every day. So it's just constant monitoring of Wiseman and Klay. Is Curry okay? Yeah, he is, because he told us that much in the postgame. And hopefully we can end this Q&A pretty soon so that I can upload those videos. Matter of fact, oh man, I'm trying to figure out where I put Steph Curry video. Uh-oh. Did I upload that yet? Oh, it's up there. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Keep asking questions. I'm gonna publish the Steph snippet because I should have done this earlier, but a lot of things happen. That's why you don't get a chance to feel lonely, because there's always something to do. Stephen Curry post-game snippet from Charlotte. From our Instagram Live. Oh boy. Public. Monetize, because I don't work for free. Ooh, post-game snippet. He talked about Kuminga as well. Kuminga. Nothing I hate more than iPhone autocorrect. Okay. Save that. Get some views there. A video that pops up from NBC Sports. Okay. NBC Sports, you never know, but you'd figure that one should be rock solid. Is that Monty Poole? Maybe it's Monty Poole, because Monty Poole does have sources. Definite. That would be good. I'm rooting for it. I am rooting for that. And my video wouldn't say it. I'm telling you, the Wi-Fi is awful. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's go back to your questions. So we just talked about Steph. I'll take a look at that thing. Okay, now you guys, let me look at Monty Poole's tweets and see if he's the one that said November 25th. For what? Because luckily, he doesn't tweet a million tweets, so I can just scroll down. Okay. I should just search on Monty Poole, Wiseman. Poole, NBCS, Wiseman. Do you know if Thanksgiving was in the title of that? Waiting for slow Wi-Fi. Next 2 or 3 weeks, he expects. Let's listen to this.
What I'm hearing, I said, you expect to see him sometime the next.
Hold on.
2 or 3 weeks. He is not yet cleared the full practice and scrimmage yet. I asked Steve Kerr about that. So I'm curious to know, how are you going to plan to work him into the lineup, into the rotation? Because you know he's going to play. He's the one guy. This team, aside from, believe it or not, Gary Payton.
Okay, so that's just Monty saying 2 or 3 weeks. He probably talked to somebody. So I'm going to say, but 2 or 3 weeks. How'd you get November 25th out of 2 or 3 weeks? Let me see. I don't even know what day it is.
And that was, Monty said that on 10/28. Wow, that was a while ago. 10/28. That was almost 2 weeks ago. So that would put us at next week. 10/28 is a Thursday. 1, 2, 3. That would put us at November 18th as the third week. So I think he's wrong. Sorry. I love Monty. Monty's my friend. But I think what happened was maybe some source told him 2 or 3 weeks back on October 28th, and they were maybe hopeful of it, and they didn't really know, because now you would have expected Wiseman to have already played 5-on-5, so I think he's been delayed. I don't want to use the word setback, but I want to say at the time he was cleared for full practice, we were thinking, okay, 5-on-5's around the corner, maybe a week, and then it's a conditioning thing, 4 to 6 weeks. I always thought conditioning, because Rusty Simmons, hey, Nick Friedel, ESPN. I always figured it takes some time to get your conditioning back with 5-on-5, not 4 weeks. But Rusty Simmons said, I think somebody told him that it would take 4 to 6 weeks of conditioning. But see, I just, why bother trying to pinpoint it? What are you, like Nostradamus? I mean, that's not my job, you know? Whatever it is whatever it is, and I'm not going to get too high or too low on the news, because if I say November 18th, which was 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when Monty said that, then I get too excited, and then you're like, oh, but we heard, you know, am I going to go ask Steve? Oh, no, I heard that it was November 18th. No, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to pin him to any of that. It takes time. It's like, that's what makes the game interesting, is that everything's not, you know, a video game where it's like super hard, fast rules on everything, and everything's not an algorithm. Everything's not mathematics. Some of it is just human factors and the way the earth revolves around the sun, man. I mean, it's unpredictable, and sometimes you have good days and bad days, and I think this is just another example of that, where you just got to sit and wait and let time pass the way it's supposed to, and trust the process. Good night. God has a plan for you. I'm literally 19 minutes late on that comment. What happened to Iggy? I don't know. What happened? Iggy was missing tonight. You know what's crazy is if you look at the workout videos that I have of Andre over the last couple days, he was on fire this morning. He was on fire. And then he went cold. You know how he is. I mean, like, the way he shoots the ball is like very streaky. He was like swish, 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 and then just the way that he has to jump. There's a lot of you know, wasted motion on Andre's shot. That's just how he was brought up. It's hard to change it after, you know, decades. Okay. Well, on Belly, forcing himself to be a playmaker usually ends up in a turnover. Yeah, we've been seeing some of that, but then also, I mean, he used to be a point guard, so it's hard to, you know, change overnight, number one. And the reason why he didn't have overwhelming success at Minnesota or Miami Heat was because he told us, not in so many words, but he told us that he was expected to be a stretch four. So it just didn't feel as right. Like, so I think we just got to get him more comfortable over time. And but I do remember a late three that he had right over there on that side of the court. Went in and out,
bam, in and out. And that turned out to be a crucial miss, but it was in and out. JP on Harden, sure, why not? I don't even know. It's not my job, thank goodness, to figure out those matchups. That's the job of probably Mike Brown. Next, LeBron. Whoa, I don't know. I'm excited about JK as well, but I want to make those comparisons. Remember what happens when we make comparisons? It's risky. Yeah. Well, Steph says he's all right, and he looked all right post game, talking to his dad. That's on Instagram right now. I'll put it on YouTube later after this, and went on the bus and everything. Looked fine. Didn't notice anything. Of course, could be lying, but that's just part of the game, right? It's the bumps and bruises. Yeah, I think JTA will be ready though. I know JK versus KD would be really interesting. Trade Looney, here we go again. Who are you gonna trade him for? Who wants Looney out there? It's not NBA 2K, people. There's no like team out there that will automatically accept a trade for Looney. Looney's probably overpaid for any other team, right? Do you guys get that? I mean, that's the feel you gotta have for the game, and salary caps and understanding salary cap tables. Who are you gonna trade Looney for? I mean, Looney knows where to go. He's like in the right place at the right time. Like, he's not a superstar. He's not even a star. He's just a role player, and so he fits our role perfectly. And he does all those little things. Should not be in that band, but man, if you guys played on my team, let's go play it at the Y. Let's go form our own AAU team. Man, if I screw up in the fourth quarter, are you gonna like not play me anymore? After all I've done for you over the last 7 years, are you like that? I wouldn't want to play for you, Cesar 415. If you were my coach, man, I would lose confidence in you because you don't got my back. You know what I mean? It's like you have to look at the game in that way as well. You can't just look at it as if everyone was a video game again. We're back to that NBA 2K. Yeah. Steve made a mistake. Steve made a mistake. Ignacio, tomorrow you're gonna make a mistake. Let's follow you around for 24 hours and see what mistake you make. And then let's blow it up. People make mistakes. I really I wasn't concentrating on the game, so like, I mean, I think when I see Dre and Andre make a steal out there that late in the game and we need to play defense, I don't mind having Looney out there. You know, that's how I process observing that. But I don't have the context of the whole game, unfortunately, where I could have said, oh, you should have had so-and-so in there. Instead, didn't really have a good feel for the game, but I don't think anybody did. Maybe that's why Steve had him in there, was that it was such a bad rhythm game that you put your veterans in there just in case. Calling someone butt isn't B-U-T-T. That's disrespectful, man. I'm glad YouTube hid that. Show you the court. Okay, that was like 20 minutes ago, but anyway, there you go. It's a nice court.
So the report on Wiseman came from Monty Pool, not an aggregator account. Aggregation. State of our world. Content. I used to do aggregation too, but it got too difficult. Like, I'm not gonna compete against all these armchair media kids. Like, so I decided to go way different. Like, something where nobody else can do. And that's this right here. So I'm glad you're here joining me, because I appreciate it. It's like, it's different. Whew. David Koresh, what opposing players are you most excited to see this road trip? KD, baby. KD, I love KD. God, he's such a good person. You guys don't even know. And his guys, Randy and Devontae, they're really cool too. And I don't know, it's just like, you just have this camaraderie inside the NBA when you kind of like know people, and you see them there all the time. And I tell you what, people respect grind in the NBA. If you're grinding at something and they notice it, that's instant respect. And I think I got that from KD and his people. And there's no other better feeling when you cover the NBA, quite honestly. When, like today over here, oh, it was great. I had my head down. I'm gonna owe him one. And I was having my head down. I walked down this tunnel to go film something, and Juan, I might have had it on the video, I'm not even sure. Juan Toscano Anderson. He calls me by my name. He goes, "Oh, Rich." And most times you don't get that, but that's one of the great things about Juan. Like, he's such a nice guy, and the Warriors have a lot of these guys. Gary, Peyton, I don't know him as well, but if he sticks around here and I stick around here for the next year and a half, 2 years, then we'll get to talking, because that just happens. So I owe Juan. Any of you are watching? Fale, are you watching? Tell Juan I got him next time. I'll be the one saying hi to him instead. Usually I'm just working so hard. Okay, I'm so far behind here, 16 minutes behind. J. Cole showed up to the game. I know, he was right over there, right? Right over there. Right there. And I didn't know where Steph was going, otherwise I would have kept filming, but I was back over here behind me, and I didn't know it ended up being J. Cole. And today, see what a long day. No, yesterday. Oh man, I can't even remember my days. Yesterday, when they had practice, they played J. Cole the whole time, because he's from Carolina, and that's what Khalid Robinson always kind of does when he plays DJ. Noah Smiley, yeah, I'll be in Brooklyn in a few hours. Oh yeah, Dre got an early tee. Oh man, I didn't even realize that. I'm not surprised. Oh, anonymous student. No, Kurt Heelan. He is an aggregator, so he got that from NBC. That one right here. Yeah, he's a good aggregator, and he's been doing that for forever, but he's an aggregator. And I hate that. I hate that when people think it came from so-and-so when it really didn't come from them. And you don't have time to click on that. And I'm not going to click on your ad website, all those pop-up ads. So you're not clicking on Kurt Heelan's website. Why would you? That's a waste of time. You're reading the headline. You're reading the tweet. So I get it. I just don't like the result of it. Nothing I can do about it. It just sucks. Is Kerr still tinkering with Curry's minutes? I think he's established that Steph is going to come out mid first quarter, right? So I don't think that's tinkering anymore. I think that's normal. It's become normal. Okay. All right, let's give you something to look at. Let's see. 5-on-5 is expected. Yeah, it is expected because Slater asked him the question yesterday, and I was there when he said it. So Steve was like, yeah, I mean, we hope so. So I think that just means if they don't have 5-on-5, that would be kind of a surprise. But how many 5-on-5s do you have? How many scrimmages is needed? We don't know that. Extra 2-piece. Nice question right there. How do you like Charlotte? Yeah, it's a nice city. I have footage that I don't know when I'm gonna put together for you guys, maybe tomorrow, but then practice in New York is at 1 o'clock. So I don't know, but I have footage of it, and it's such a nice city. I really like it. I like how it's different, like all the fall colors, and the nightlife is actually pretty good. You just walk around downtown and it's like this bar's popping over there and that club's popping over there, and this restaurant and that like Brazilian steakhouse, and then another one that's ethnic, and really cool city. I like it. Yeah, David Tapia. JK's getting more minutes than Moody. Is he just playing better? I think JK has been playing excellent, not only on the floor but probably in practice. And Moody is great as well, so I wouldn't worry about Moody. But JK, if he is not turning the ball over and making the right reads and playing defense, especially playing as great of a defense that he does on DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine and even Steph today in the post game. You'll see it later on this channel. Steph said that JK's blocked a couple of his shots, even from the perimeter, because JK has such a long reach. That's a good question, though. Yep. Brandon, yep. It's so hilarious how the fans praise players one night and next they're calling for them to be traded. Yeah, man. It's just like, relax. Don't be so emotional. Trade Looney for Ben Simmons. That's a joke, obviously. Yeah, there were quite a few Warriors fans. Yep. But I got to give credit to the Hornets. I mean, they're not a bad team, so give a little credit to MJ. Michael Jordan's got good thing brewing here with some good talent. Gordon Hayward was I think a good signing. But yeah, LaMelo and man, Cody Martin's not bad, is he? Okay. All right, I'm just reading comments now, catching up. How long will I go? It's been 49 minutes. Hey, how did the Raiders do tonight? Someone tell me in the comments. Let me know how Derek Carr did. Not that I'm a Raider fan. I mean, I kind of am a fan. Like I'm rooting for them. Bay Area. I actually like the Raiders and I like the Niners because typically one of them's gonna suck. So I don't want to just. The only team I go all in, win or lose for, is the Warriors. Now, as far as I don't want to go through the angst of a million losses, like when the Niners sucked. Like, nah, just okay. We'll see you next year, and then we hop over to the Raiders, and then the Raiders sucked the same year. So I'm pretty much a bandwagonish football fan. But sometimes you gotta have your sports where you're, laissez-faire, and then you gotta have your sports where you're all in. So as far as Dub Nation, I'm all in, obviously. But I gotta teach some people not to get too upset with the losses. Okay. Oh, we needed that win. I don't like the word need. It's too needy. Let me give you guys some life advice. When you boys and guys, even girls really, and women, the most important thing is not to be too needy. You heard it from me. And so it's kind of like that everywhere else. We need to trade Looney. We need to win. Oh God. That's a yellow flag in my book. When someone says need, yikes. Ignacio, November 25th, I don't know the exact date, but you heard it from Monty Poole 2 or 3 weeks and you did the math. I mean, I can't blame you. Now that I know where it's coming from, it came from Monty. That's pretty credible, but Monty wasn't gonna pin a date either, so it's hard to pin dates. Then you gotta live by it. Moody's time will come. So on that note, don't worry about Moody. He's gonna be here a long time, as Steve literally said maybe last month. Wiseman might come back in what? Now I'm getting confused. 2 or 3 weeks from now, or was it 2 or 3 weeks from October 28th? See, so I don't know. Just be careful what you read, is all. Sometimes you actually got to click on that thing to try and find out who was the source, find out who said what originally, or you can just sit back and let him come back whenever he's supposed to come back. Okay, what are your predictions for the next Nets game? I can't do predictions. Every time I predict it, I forget something. I left something out. And sometimes you get a feeling about a game. I had a feeling about this game because yesterday Steph only was in front of the camera for less than 3 minutes. That never happens. I just thought something was weird. But did I say, I predict the Warriors will have trouble? No, because I've been wrong before. Like, all the signs will give you this vibe, and then still is wrong. So I'm not gonna. Oh, Raiders 41-14. Damn. I've never spoken with Mike Breen. What a legend. He's a legend. Thanks for getting me that score. All right, I'm almost at the end of the chat. Appreciate the 81 of you coming on board. Oh man, so Phoenix is making a run. Tip your hat to the Suns. That's all you can do. We'll see you in the playoffs, baby. Is Klay gonna play in the G League? Ooh, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think he will. The G League can be kind of dangerous place to play. Like, every level that you go down lower, more guys are there that don't know how to, control their bodies and stuff. Like, there's more Matthew Dellavedova's in the G League. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little risky, I think. Whereas, like, a scrimmage with a bunch of Michael Thompson's friends is like, they know not to touch Klay, right, in the 5-on-5. So they're not going to do anything stupid. Whereas
G League game, these guys are looking out for themselves, so anything can happen. So I wouldn't put Klay in a G League game. I don't think they will do that. Man, we beat KC 41-14. I'm saying we. I'm a bandwagon Raiders fan. Fully admit it. Oh my God. How did we limit Mahomes to 14 points? Wow. I can't wait to hit up my Raiders friends. June Sanchez. My buddy. Wow, she must be hella happy. Oh my God. She must be on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9. 41-14. Only 2 TDs and 1 interception. Man, that must have been just a hard-fought 41 points. Are you sure you gave me the right score? Doesn't seem right. 41 points, and maybe the defense was just killing. I don't know. Now I'm talking about the Raiders. Oh, you know what they said? Speaking of which, you guys are saying, oh, 70 wins, 70 wins. You know, a cool thing Steve said in the pregame today was win all your home games and win half of the games on the road. You'll end up a 55 win team. I love that one. Not like you're actually counting every little thing, but roughly if you win a ton of home games and go 500 on the road, you're liable to get the 55 wins. That was cool. I mean, obviously the math works out. Win all your home games is what? 60 out of 80? No. Home games, 40. So 30. Yeah, that's 30 at home, 30 wins at home, and half of the road, half of 40 is 20, so that's 50. But 55 wins just has a nice ring to it, you know? Oh, Raiders lost 41-14. Damn you. Why do you go 41-14 Raiders then? That's not how you list it. I mean, so that makes a whole lot more sense. Only 2 TDs, only 261 yards, and 41 points by Mahomes. So my friend Jude is going to be sad. Whoops. Damn it. Oh, thank you, Ignacio. Are you going to be live after the Nets game? I mean, yeah, now I will be, now that you said it. Why not? Plus, I'm going to stay in New York an extra day. So will the Warriors. So I guess right. Everybody loves New York. Why would you be in a rush to go to Cleveland? So, yeah, I'll stay there. Heck, it's already almost midnight here, but it's okay. It feels like 9 p.m. because I'm on Pacific time, which is great. That's another thing I love about road trips. Man, when you're a West Coast team and you go on East Coast road trips, I think that's an advantage. Yep, Denver and Utah. AJ Morales is correct. Look out for all of these teams, man. I mean, they've been around in the playoffs the last couple of years, Denver and Utah, and they're not going to go away. Well, you had me happy for about 5 minutes on the cloud 9 of the Raiders. You're welcome, AJ Morales. Wow, I didn't know you guys would actually like going live here. I don't know that there's much else to show you. I've already shown you the tunnel. I'll go back there and cut it out from there later. Raiders back down to earth. They should not have lost to the freaking New York Giants. That was just like this loss, wasn't it? Happens in sports a lot. Yeah, Thrive City's gonna be crazy. Except with the COVID issue, I don't think City and County of California, San Francisco will allow that, but let's say when COVID's gone, which is crazy, right? Because Milwaukee had Craziness right in the middle of COVID. Are they nuts? I'm sure a few of them got COVID. Chase is way bigger than Fiserv. However, the Thrive City outside isn't that big, so I don't know that they can match what Milwaukee did outside of Fiserv. Yeah, all these Cleveland's looking good. Look out for them. All these teams are good. I mean, you're an NBA team, you're an NBA team. Osmanthus Impact, yes, I am independent. I work for myself, had to scratch and claw to get this to 118,000 subscribers, still scratching and clawing to get to the next level. Hoping to get a payment from YouTube in, in a week. And then hopefully they'll give me a good, ad revenue cut there. Because, man, it's been a while. And it's difficult. I guess JP didn't drive as much this game. I missed some of that. Alkenstein, cool. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, that's the idea. Make it a community, and I'm just trying to think what other places can we go live. They had outside the Ritz-Carlton here in Charlotte. By the way, Charlotte is a great place to watch the Warriors. It's just such a small town, and really good resources, and the Ritz-Carlton's like right there, and you can go straight up to the buses, and not straight up to the buses. They fence it off a little bit, but there's barriers. But there's a lot of people there because it's Steph's hometown, and you really get good entertainment value. And I'm sure the ticket prices aren't as high as Chase, and you can get really cool stuff. I could have gone live from there, but I was in a rush to get to the arena. Biggest arena still, hey, Hong Kong. Biggest arena still Chase Center. The other big one is Madison Square Garden. Like inside, huge, humongous. I would say actually inside Madison Square Garden is very similar to Chase in terms of just all the different places you can go, but it's a maze. I don't like it in terms of the media seating is way up there. Like third deck here is equivalent to media seating at Madison Square Garden, like way up there, and yet it feels like a spaceship. The way they built it is so unique. Like you still feel like you're part of it, even though you're way up there, because it's like glass, and it's like you feel like you're gonna fall over. It's crazy. Madison Square Garden is special, but I like Chase better because the media access is better. Yeah. Will the Warriors allow fans to watch the game in Thrive City? I think they do already, but check it out. Pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they have it on their website. You could probably even email the Warriors, and they probably respond to you. Oh, thanks. Thanks for sharing this channel. Okay, let's give you something to look at. Oh, let's look over here for a little bit. Why not? Or you can look at the Warriors bench. Yeah, I guess JP didn't attack the paint today. Do you also buy a ticket? No. I'm credentialed media. So I get to go to these games and quote unquote cover these games and do this. And ever since I got my first credential back in 2009, and then I got season credential
after I went to China with the Warriors to just cover them and be their only beat writer in 2013. And I wrote articles back then. I don't do that anymore. I focus on video, obviously, and YouTube. Ever since then, my whole thing, I was still doing video back then. My whole thing has been to share with you my access. That's my whole thing. And I think I share a lot of views, like too much. I've been told to cut down on it. Ooh, Argentina, cool. Africa, I see Argentina, Africa, Hong Kong, probably the Philippines. Not on the studio. What is that? Is that Greece? No, I don't know. Might be Greece. So many people from so many countries. Awesome. Don't cut down my man. Who? Did I throw somebody under the bus? Who? Yeah, I know. It's great to see Steph. Oh, I can't wait to show you the other video that I have of the person that got ALS. Oh boy. Yeah. I wonder if Chris James, if his comment got hidden by YouTube because he used that word starting with P. That's funny. Oh, don't cut down on the content. Yeah, oh, cool. I'd love to hear it. You know, I'm screenshotting this just in case. I'm screenshotting it because I don't ever want somebody from NBA PR or Warriors PR to come up to me and say, "You're doing too much." I'll just show them that screenshot. But the problem is I got a million screenshots on here from probably some of you same people. Thank you. And man, I gotta fish them out. You know, I saw my did you guys download iOS 15? It's pretty good. I like it. I don't even use the notifications. I mean the privacy thing where you can shut out certain people. I have friends that need iOS 15 so that they can shut out like a whole bunch of what do I want to call them? Whole bunch of people that want to hit them up. What's the word? People that want to holler at them. And they, right now, most of them are females, obviously, right? They got a lot of guys trying to hit them up. iOS 15 solves a huge problem for them. Like, they can shut out all these people and just allow in a few people. And so I was getting back to the subject at hand. I was looking at my settings, and in iOS 15 you can look at your iCloud and see how much content you've used. I'm on the $9.99 per month 2 terabyte plan because I need to be, because I have all these videos. Somebody guess how many gigabytes I've used out of 2 terabytes already, because it's a problem. And I'm gonna need to go back someday. I don't even have time to go back and delete all this crap. I don't even have time to do it. How am I gonna do it at the end of the season? I better not hit 2 terabytes. Let me know what your guesses are. How many gigabytes have I used of video and everything? And screenshots. That's why I screenshot some of you. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. David Tapia, awesome. Thank you for the donation. That'll go towards the Apple iCloud right there. $9.99, man. Take a guess. How many gigabytes out of 2 terabytes have I used already? Because I'm a little worried. Oh man, Curry making 93 threes, almost reached 5 million views. Man, cool. You know, they told me to take that down one time because it's more than 2 minutes. Oh my God. It's whatever. Okay. Osmanthus Impact wins. He guessed 750 gigs. It's actually at 650 gigs, which means I'll probably hit 2 terabytes, which is 2,000 gigs, right? I'll probably hit that before the season's over. So I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't have time. I don't have time to delete all this stuff. But anyways, Osmanthus Impact is the winner for tonight. Do you think Dubs will go 3-1? You know, I can't do predictions. I can't. Whatever I say, it's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna go now. 12:02, past midnight. Oh, I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm gonna eat a little dinner, take my time. Okay, yeah, appreciate you. And mosey on my way. And man, I might not even sleep. You guys got me so excited about this live. Yeah, Anonymous. You know, the thing about having an assistant is it's hard to train them to do the right thing. Oh, wow, Alkenstein, thank you, man. Sheesh. Now my head will be not spinning. My brain will be working hard to try and find out what other lives I can do. Here are some problems with going live. I can't go live during the broadcast of a $1 billion company that paid $1 billion to have the rights during the game. So I would love to go live. Other than interviews, I can do that. But interviews don't even happen except for before and after the game. But even before and after, I can't, like, when they're doing layup lines, obviously I can't. When they're doing pregame workouts, I can't. I don't want to get in trouble for that. Maybe like way after when Steph comes here, and I did do an Instagram live of when he was standing right. Come on, switch. Right here, and then through that gate was the bus. Man, these doors better not be locked. Go down there in the Warriors locker room. I can't go in the Warriors locker room either. That's illegal. I can't even go live here. I have some great footage of the huddle before the game. It's so exciting because we rarely get to see that. We don't get to see that at Chase right here because of COVID rules and no other media. I'm not allowed on the event level during games except to get away from the event level. Okay, so I can't go live there. So anyways, that's why I can't go live all the time. Gonna go now. Appreciate you all. I did not get to read the last probably 15 comments, so thank you for commenting anyways, and tell your friends. Let's try and keep growing this. And so I'll go live from New York. Maybe I'll probably go live with Rebecca. What day? 3 nights from now. Okay. See you guys. Thanks. Appreciate you all. Thanks for the. Wow, we got $7 donation. Jesus, awesome. Thanks. Appreciate you all.